Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ari and let's spend the day together in Madrid.
How sophisticated is your simplicity? You don't need much, but the master's touch. Paint me on a canvas, make a masterpiece, pure life like the virgin and child. Only a genius hand can paint ethereal beauty of the saints, an ineffable dream, drawing blueprints of winged machines like a Renaissance man, making art with ungilded hands. Don't you dare let the clouds conceal your sun when the dust settles down.
I just got back from an eventful day of chores and to-dos. First off, I went to the doctor to get some checkup because I finally got my lab results, and God is so kind because my results turned out well, and I just needed to buy some vitamins and I needed more sun, the doctor said, and also just some supplements to help my body to be at its optimum. And then I stopped by Primor because I had been wanting to buy a lip gloss for a long time. I always have problems with dry lips, so I got this Dior one, which I'm so excited about because I've never had a lip balm from Dior before, and in general I just don't use lip balms. I went to mass at 1:45 p.m. the afternoon mass because I'll be heading to the storage space this 7 o'clock to get the rest of my things that are in the storage and finally get them to my tiny flat, and then I'll be rid of that storage space and the rent that I pay there, and finally just one major thing off the back of my head that's been constantly there nagging at me to finally get it finished. And also after mass I went to the cafe and I was there. I made some progress on some of my personal passions and hobbies and projects, and now I'm back here to clean up a bit and then hang out and then go to my storage space. This, by the way, the newest top that I purchased, which I got because I happened to enter that store. I saw the cute colors. I thought they would be classic outfits, and I did not expect that they would be so pricey. But the woman there, I just felt intimidated by the woman who felt very irritable. So I was like, okay, I'll go for it anyway because I really like the colors and everything. Last night I went bowling with my church friends and it was so much fun. We forgot to take pictures and videos, and we had to go back there just to take a picture because we were enjoying the moment so much, and it was a wonderful experience. I have never bowled before, and there were like 9 of us, so I felt very scared, like, oh my god, what if I don't even shoot anything? It will be so embarrassing. So every time it was my turn, I would say a prayer to God saying, God, help me please, I don't know how to do this and I need your help, don't let me get embarrassed. And God was so kind because every time, like, I would just consistently hit those, I don't know what you call them, but I would consistently score to a point that I was even 4th place among everybody there had bowled before, and among the best ones I was like 4th place. At one point everyone was amazed, like, how do you do it? You walk so relaxed, like so timidly, and then you score consistently every time. So it was a wonderful miracle, and so much so I kept saying, it's the prayer, I pray before I throw the ball. And some of them started doing the same thing and making the sign of the cross, and they would score.
Better the way as lovely as modesty, pure-hearted like Mary, choosing chastity. Cloaked in simple clothes, hidden unexposed, she says you are a temple to guard and keep, sacred and honorable to the Almighty. I pray for the courage to go through the sacred narrow road, trading the glitter, glamour, and gold for the interior castle of the soul. The sonic sings without a word, a melody that rings around the world, soft as a dove's whisper, fierce as the hurling tempest. What is not eternal is eternally useless. Time turns ever slowly when I'm thinking deeply. Letters of C.S. Lewis question what the truth is of this and other worlds, of bliss that comes with hurt, their realms invisible, no one bothers to explore. Devils work overtime to convince this ephemeral life's all there is, counting men might trade his immortal soul for the pleasure snares of the temporal. On earth we're but a fleeting spark, 80 years to make a mark. I wanna sow the seeds that reap in lands unseen, storing treasures within that yield infinity. Only a few friends will know the quiet existence I chose, trading the glitter, glamour, and gold for the interior castle of the soul. The sun sings without a word, a melody that rings around the world, soft as a dove's whisper, fierce as the hurling tempest. What is not eternal is eternally useless. Maybe my only regret is not having read books that were written by Tolstoy, Solzhenitsyn, pouring through Tolkien and Keats, volumes of Anne and Catherine's life of Jesus Christ. This is my simple life, walking on a Tuesday, the ice cream cafe, heading straight for my date with the king of our faith. It wouldn't be a sin to miss a day, but my heart is pierced when I see him wait, pleading in his house, spare me just 1 hour. I've become a beggar at the holy altar for the very people that I gave my life for. I pray that one day I could go to my dream, hope of hopes, roads made of gold and gates of pearls, celestial castles, eternal worlds. The sun sings with every word, melodies heard on heaven and earth, louder than rolling thunder, sweet as the choir of children. Well done, my faithful, good-hearted servant, come share in the table of my eternal kingdom. It started with a playful banter, a carefree laughter, a careless whisper. When the air smelled of trees and cheap wine, the campfire burned deep as desires. Caught a glimpse of your eyes staring into mine. The cabin could blaze like the wildfire. Then suddenly it's you and me. I felt your long fingers brush my cheek. We're eye to eye, hypnotized. That's when you descended on my lips. My, oh my, it was a kiss to remember, like the bloom of lavenders after 4 months of winter, making summer feel eternal. But why, oh why, did it have to be ephemeral, like a passing glimpse of me? It ended with a roar of fireworks, the sound of songbirds, a sudden loss for words, like a spellbound moment. No words were spoken, a curse was broken. After 4 years of falsehoods that forced me to cross roads I didn't want to take, I questioned God and fate for the plots that I used to hate. My, oh my, it was a kiss to remember, like the bloom of lavenders. After 4 months of winter, making summer feel eternal. But why, oh why, did it have to be ephemeral, like a passing glimpse of meteorite? The branches of a lightning strike, a star that vanished in the night. Memories fade like dying embers, but yours was a kiss to remember. The stage is set, the play's in motion. Wasn't love yet, beyond infatuation. I count days, couldn't wait for the weekend to end, so I could gaze at your know and face the office again. Fortune sways in a slow dance and made me wait for a long time for the story to make sense. All the cruel twists and wrong turns, nights I broke on the phone to my friends, days life called me to work when I couldn't. But who knew when my Calvary was done that fate would lead me tenderly to the one. My, oh my, it was a kiss to remember that ignited the chapter of our happy ever after, writing pages together of the next great adventure. 'Cause we're intertwined like the stars that are tethered to the moonlight that hovers by the oceans forever, chasing butterflies. I thought I wasn't destined for the sweetest highs, like my own emerald ring. Now every night I lay by your shoulder, talk of business together, play with Luna and
I just made a spontaneous trip to this restaurant across my street to get cheesecake because I was craving it so much, and I also took a spontaneous walk and I am so happy. The past few days I've just been in my room working, and because I'm such a homebody and an introvert, I'm usually fine with not going out, but really it is such a wonderful thing to get some fresh air and do a bit of walking. Mine was just 10 minutes because I get very anxious usually when I'm outside. It was a brave kind of thing for me to do, to just go out and take a walk. I've never done that, and so I'm very happy. And then I got my cheesecake, so I just wanted to share that very simple but happy moment of my day today.
she stands like a candle in the sunlight. Then I hear
It's one of the best cheesecakes in Madrid, and I have tried a lot because I am obsessed with that dessert in this country. So I can recommend this one.
that you couldn't see it with the naked eye. You're iridescent as the sky, with sapphire eyes that hide a fragile kid inside who never hesitates to fly to a broken heart when it falls apart. Your valiant smile is like sunrise on a waterfall. If they only saw your soul, you'd be the fairest of them all. Magic mirror on the wall, tell me how to hide my flaws. So poised in